Thursday, the 11th of February. I'm Ben Shires, and this is the Evening Fix. Hands up. Who likes torture?
Binyam Mohammed declared a US judge had been tortured. Held at the behest of US officials, he had been deprived of sleep and food, held in stress positions for days at a time, and his genitals mutilated.
Oh, shit, me. Genital mutilation. Apparently that's the polite way of saying having your bollocks stamped on. And being sodomised with a broomstick. So, the government has lost its High Court case to keep intelligence about the extraordinary rendition and interrogation of Binyam Mohammed under wraps. So what did they do? Send their star striker and ministerial pin-up, Foreign Secretary David Miliband, out onto the field of play to take on News Anchors United. Miliband put in a man-of-the-match performance on Channel 4 News last night. OK, the first half featured a decent attack from Snow, but canny defending from Miliband kept the truth out of the net.
Tell us how many people inside the intelligence services, inside your own Foreign Office, knew torture was being practiced.
Allow us to, and allow your viewers to know that there's something to defend about our political system. And one of the things to defend about our political system is that we have an independent judiciary.
Yeah, John, you leave him alone. Don't be so negative. Why lead with the kidnap and torture of a British citizen by the Americans when, obviously, the really important thing here is that Britain has a legal system in the first place? Yeah? It's kind of like pissing all over your boss's desk and then telling him, hey, at least I came in today. It was still 0-0 as the last seconds of the first half ticked away before this spectacular own goal from Snow.
The judgment that's been handed down today is the final opinion of the Court of Appeal.
Everything you say is true, Foreign Secretary.
Oh, good. Well, let's have that. Everything I've said is true. That is an important thing to leave on this.
Everything you say is correct.
Oh, tut. Papa John will surely be heading for the hairdryer treatment as he trails 1-0 going into the break.
What was subjected to Mr. Mohammed is detailed in the documents. The paragraphs are a summary of them. It was thanks to our efforts that Mr. Mohammed got the documents, or his legal counsel did, and that he was then released from Guantanamo Bay.
Go! 2-0 to Miliband. They think it's all over.
And if you are reduced in desperation to saying, in your word, that those three judges have been quote-unquote nobbled, you should be ashamed of yourself.
It is now. Yes, John, you should be ashamed of yourself. You let Miliband walk all over you, telling you what a lovely clean house you have, whilst at the same time shoving a broomstick up your arse.
It's quite clear, actually, that this was more about defending the embarrassment or protecting this government from embarrassment than it was about actually protecting the security of our nation.
They are embarrassing. We should all be embarrassed at the involvement of our UK authorities in kidnap and torture.
Yes, apparently, helping another country to torture one of your own citizens is generally considered something of a faux pas. It's like going to a posh dinner and using the wrong fork to interrogate the lady sitting next to you. And what did the US think of this judgment that releases information that, they would kind of like to keep confidential? Well, they said they were disappointed. Disappointed. The Americans sound like my parents when they got back to find I'd had a house party, kind of trashed the place. What are they going to do next? Ground us? But maybe, just maybe, Miliband wants to cozy up to the US for, I don't know, some more personal reasons. Ooh! David and Hillary sitting in a tree discussing foreign policy. First comes war, then comes torture, then comes our legal system in a spot of hot water. To be fair to them, these long-distance relationships are always tricky. The late-night phone calls, the doubts. Will she still like me if I don't agree to cover up her massive human rights violations? We've all been there. But when you see each other, it all dissolves into a sweaty orgy of lustful carnality, tearing clothes off and running trembling hands at each other's bodies like some kind of yearning, pulsating desire which just... What happens when two foreign secretaries have a baby? It must have been a bit frosty in bed this morning. What do you mean you told them? I'm sorry, honey bunny. It just kind of came out. But the torture watcher was supposed to be our little secret. Oh, Hillary, darling, what are you doing? I'm just stepping in your genitals, David. It's that special American way of saying, I love you. That was your evening fix. If it ain't breaking news, we don't fix it.